Today's carefully chosen theme is looking at suffering through the lens of mindfulness. Even a short 10-minute meditation can be life-changing if we fully commit to turning inward. Sure, our minds might wander off, drifting into random thoughts, worries or sadness, but we gently reel them back, anchoring our focus on something simple, our breath. Yet after just a few breaths, maybe not even a full minute, the mind slips away again, falling back into its old habit of wandering aimlessly. When we catch it, we bring it back with care and the cycle continues. Wandering, returning with steady, patient effort. Earlier, I reminded everyone to guide the mind back with joy and ease, not with frustration or judgment. Because let's be real, we often let our minds run wild in everyday life. So there's no reason to expect it to snap into focus. The moment we sit down to meditate, especially if it's been a while since our last session, we've got to accept where we're at right now. Recognizing that this acceptance is key to a meaningful meditation practice. We admit our minds still wander, but we lovingly steer them back. And even if they drift again, we keep going. It might take a full half hour to get just 5 minutes of focus calm. But that's okay, we keep at it with steady effort, practicing several times a day. If 30 minutes feels like too much, try 15. If 15 is tough, go for 5. If 5 feels hard, even 1 minute works. That single minute of coming back, of recharging, of refreshing our spirit is enough. If we can root our mind in the present moment, maybe focusing on the feeling in our face or our breath, it stops running wild. It no longer chases painful or unwanted thoughts. And in that moment, we take charge of our own mind. Even when urgent issues or challenges weigh on us, we don't always need to tackle them right away. If we can solve them, great. We should. But if we've tried over and over with no luck, we need to realize some pieces of the puzzle are still missing. And that calls for patient waiting. Maybe for the other person or situation to shift, or even for us to grow and change. When we're running on empty, overwhelmed by emotions or caught up in distress, trying to fix things in that state is pointless. Not only does it fail to solve the problem, but it can make things worse. The Buddha taught that sometimes we should just let difficulties or tough situations sit, letting external chaos play out without jumping in. Especially if past efforts haven't worked. In those moments, he shared a powerful practice called non-action, or in English, do nothing. A phrase that means more than it sounds. It's not about quitting or ignoring the issue. It's about turning inward instead of outward. It means hitting pause, not giving up, but stopping to recharge, renew ourselves, and manage our negative energy. Tending to our ego, our wounds, or our pride. Once our mind finds balance, like after 15 minutes or half an hour of meditation, we can start to feel steady. If this practice brings results and shifts things for the better, we should stick with it. Cultivating a mind full of energy and peace. Before diving into our challenges, our awareness ebbs and flows. Sometimes we're stuck in a fog, sometimes a bit clearer, then foggy again, or in a half-awake, half-dreamy state, until we finally reach a steady clarity. In that awakened state, we see things we couldn't in the fog. The Buddha warned against trying to fix suffering with a foggy mind. It just doesn't work. Clouded by misunderstandings, wrong judgments, and skewed perspectives. Often darkened by stress or even depression's shadow. Situations can sometimes be changed, but not always. Tough circumstances keep coming, one after another, as a wise teacher once said. Comparing life to a path full of thorns we can't fully clear. The best way forward is to get ourselves a good pair of shoes. Resilience and the lens of mindfulness. Use that mindful perspective to look at problems, instead of seeing them through lenses of sadness, despair, or heaviness. After half an hour of meditation, as we guide our mind back to build focus and awareness, zeroing in deeply on one thing, a quiet strength grows. That focus creates a power that, when our mind shifts to observing, lets us see things with lasting depth. When we start watching our own mind through this mindful lens, true mindfulness kicks in. We stop looking for outside targets to blame or fight, dropping resentment or accusations. Instead, we come back to the present, right here, right now, building mindfulness. Through this mindful lens, we realize that beyond the tough situations, challenges, and surrounding pain, we've long let that suffering define us, completely obsessing over it, thinking we can only live or be happy once it's gone. The Buddha called this the wrong approach. We can't get rid of all suffering. One problem fades, another pops up. Are we really going to spend our whole lives draining ourselves on endless fixes with no other purpose but with mindfulness. A clear mind spots the good things already here. Seeds of happiness, coming back to our breath with real intention, might even bring tears when we realize we're still alive, which is a precious gift. Some people can't do this, lost to mental struggles or depression's grip. But we can breathe, feel it, and value it deeply. A teacher from Plum Village said it best: everything is possible because you're still alive. With life, health, and clarity, answers come. Don't lose hope. We've only tapped a tiny piece of our potential, with a huge energy waiting inside. As Zen Master Tran Tong put it, there's treasure in your home. Stop searching far away. Chasing things outside never fulfills us, but inner peace does. Just staying with our breath brings joy, showing us our healthy body, sharp mind, wisdom, knowledge, career, loved ones, and countless blessings. Why zero in on a few negatives and ignore hundreds of positives? Our quirky minds love clinging to the bad, resisting the good, so we've got to train them. Even if they wander 100 times in 15 minutes, that effort counts as practice, sharpening our ability to hold and guide our mind toward joyful things, crossing from the shore of suffering to the shore of peace in just one breath. To transform suffering, we follow 4 steps of meditation. First, quickly notice a negative emotion like anger. Seeing it clearly inside us, that's the first shift. Second, step back from the pain. Third, if the mind keeps racing outward, gently ask why we feel this way. Fourth, observe it without getting caught up in it. This works for depression too. Each day, set aside multiple 5 to 10 minute meditation sessions to calm the mind. Stopping its fearful wandering. That focus weakens depression's hold, and watching it directly keeps it from growing. Skip long single sessions. 30 minutes or an hour can be risky for someone with depression, inviting stray thoughts that feed the struggle. Instead, break it into short bursts, mixing in exercise, nature, journaling, and connection. Like taking medicine 4 times a day. Can you do this? If you're already working out and soaking in nature, and have someone to talk to, you're on the right track. But don't overshare with someone who's depressed. as it can drain you both. Connect with people who have strong, positive energy like the monks here, and build yourself up before helping others. Keep a journal tracking your exercise time, outdoor hours, conversations, and depressions visits. Using the 4 steps to manage it. With a calm mind, depression backs off. With observation, it fades. The teacher plans to stay for a while, offering meditation and support. With talks through the end of the year and classes coming up, including a 7 or 10-day retreat, with details to be shared soon. A question comes up. With grown kids doing well, the parents sometimes bicker but truly love each other. The mom relying on the teacher's chance to sleep, speaking through her daughter due to a regional accent. The mom shares her husband's kindness, but fiery temper and unrecognized depression, made worse by anxiety meds affecting his memory. Since finding the teacher's chance 8 months ago, she listens daily, up to 90 recordings, finding calm while he dozes off after 5 minutes, quietly taking it in though he supports both families. His outbursts continue, and her bawling up sometimes overwhelms her. Following the teacher's advice, she's made progress but stress builds. She skipped dinner at 8:30 p.m., not feeling hungry, eager for guidance or a class to stay calm during his flare UPS. The teacher praises her self-care awareness, a rare strength, and suggests joining retreats for proper skills. Practicing daily, not just listening, to shift focus from his behavior during conflict. She should step away, take a walk or breathe. Returning to relaxation techniques, like softening her eyes or shoulders for 5 minutes, to ease her mind for her dad's depression. Help the mom first, then support him with positive reinforcement. Praise, acknowledgement, and kind words to soothe his anger. Avoiding reactive escalation. With this practice, she can grow beyond those without such chances. Wishing her success. The session ends with gratitude.